this actually apply for you and for Viv, since you got yourself a nice Nepalese. Did I say it right? Nepalese. All right. So even though you guys dated outside your distinctive race, right? I guess this is more for you, Christian. Like your wife, she is still considered Asian, but not like
Far East Asian.
Yellow Asian.
Far East Asian. It's South Asian.
You know. So do you think that is like? I feel like from my perspective, that's like not like going all the way over, but kind of, but still like outside the race. Do you think that was like, is probably easier doing that with like values and stuff like that they highlighted than it was in like saying like dating a completely different race out of a different continent?
I think in my particular case, we had our families had the same religion, so religion is off limits, right? But it's also a generational thing.
Okay.
Her parents were first gen.
Okay.
And I think we're both second gen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more so like the values that the kids, the way they treat their parents when they're second gen is a big factor, at least, I mean, for me, right? Like my parents sacrificed a lot to come to this country.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my goals and things that I've, tried to achieve in life is really centered around trying to make them proud, because they gave up a lot of, pretty big careers in our native land. And my dad came here. My dad was in finance. My mom was in accounting. My mom came here. She went and was a babysitter, and my dad became like a driver.
Okay.
So, but back to your question, I see that a lot too with my wife, because I know her parents sacrificed a lot to come to this country, and I see that in her and how she tries to make them proud. A lot of the things that we do in our respective careers and our goals, it really does center around like our parents.
Absolutely.
And it's not just making them proud. It's really just like we really value like how we give back to them, and how it just really comes down to respect.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I get you. Now, what about you, Viv? Do you think it was easier dating like a Nepalese man? Because wait, are they considered Asian, or are they considered different?
What country is that?
It's like south of China.
Pretty close to. It's like near. It's like off of India.
It's like by the Himalayas.
Are they considered brown?
Do you know who the Dalai Lama is? I
think so.
He's from Nepal.
Oh,
they're monks.
That Dalai Lama, the one with the
yeah, the guy who's always like, be happy and all that
In
stuff.
my defense, he looked Filipino, and I had a thing for Filipinos back then.
So she like them dark skins.
Hey,
But I will say
Christian, you came 10 years too late.
college has made me diverse so now I'm just kind of all over the place. I just find whoever I find attractive. But growing up when we were dating in college, we were both, academics was our main priority, and then relationship came second. And then compared to my second relationship with a Caucasian man, that was so different. We were in our careers, but the one thing I will say is respect. So for instance, if I had certain goals in my career, it took a little bit to see eye to eye, or some explanations. I feel he didn't really value it as I would. So we had some clashes here and there.